Hey everybody, I am making this short video on the Francone social contract, which is something that you should be implementing the first week of school. I already have mine up. As you can see, it's my front bulletin board, and this is actually going to be my PBIS / counseling social emotional board for the year. So there are four components to the social contract. I'm going to go over those four, and then you will be going over those four in class with your students. So let's start with the very first one. On Tuesday, barring that everything goes well and we can actually start the class meeting on time, I am going to have my kids brainstorm what they feel they would like to see from their classmates on a daily basis. For example, cooperation. They want their peers to cooperate with them, or they want their peers to be nice, and they want their peers to play with them. So, those are the things that the groups are going to be discussing. When they come up with three or four different ideas, they will pick one of those to come put here on a sticky. If for some reason they have one and it's already been used, that's why they have the backup three or four other stickies. On Wednesday, we are going to do the same activity, but this time it is going to be what they want to see Miss Novak do for them. So maybe and probably one of them will write, I don't want Miss Novak to yell. That is important because you're finding out about their personality. That is probably something that's going to end up on this board, which is fine. Okay, remember, these are the things that they want to see from you. On Thursday, we are going to go over what Miss Novak wants to see from her students. Above this board, which you can't see, but above this board, I have several different ideas of what I want my students to be doing in class, such as being accepting and being responsible. So those are the things that I am going to go over with them. I'll write it on a sticky and I will put it up here. And then finally on Friday or the fourth day, depending on what day you start doing the social contract, we resolve conflict by. That's probably the most important component because what you're doing with your students is you are trying to figure out exactly how it is that they're used to resolving conflict. So be careful and be listening to how they have conflict resolution in their life and then what it should really look like in class. Those ideas are going to come up here. It is more teacher centered than it is student centered. You will put things like when I get into an argument with my friend or when I see a fight, this is what happens after. These are the four parts of the social contract. At the end, you'll also want all the kids to sign the contract. You can either come up with a piece of paper or do it on a chart paper. I use these every year, so they're laminated and I use them on the board. But a piece of chart paper is just as good to do each one of these. I would highly recommend only doing one component per day. It can be very overwhelming for a student to go through some of these things, and we want them to also have time to process what you talked about. So we will show you real quick what that sticky note situation looks like here. Give us just 1 second. Okay, so we're going to have Ellie bring up what their group decided was important for their classmates to do to one another. Go ahead, Miss Ellie. I want my classmates to be nice. Perfect. Thank you. So that was just a real quick example of how we would bring the students in and put the stickies. You'll notice now we've got one in each corner. Actually, I have 5 groups, so there will be at least 5 stickies on each page so that you know. If you have any questions about the social contract or need any help setting it up, please let me know, email me, or come down to my room and I will help you out. Thank you and have a great year.